I'll just sort of come and give you a look at the my CO2 eliminator. Instead of using one of these and going into the end and having the pressure line coming through to the end, what I've done is I've used one of these, and instead of using that bit, chucked that a bit away, and I made a bigger reservoir. This one here, I never finished it because I mucked it up. I couldn't get the thread to. I'll just put that on. I couldn't get the thread to thread properly because it's hardened steel, so I never finished it. But you put that in there, and then bore straight through there and put your hose connection straight onto there, and you've got your hose coming down here instead of out the front. It makes your gun just a little bit better balanced. Now when you put that in, you'll see that the spring is going to be a little bit short. So there's two ways you can do it. You can bore the main hole down to about there, and so just put a longer spring from there to there, and then have a short hole to there and put your quick connector into about there. But you've got to have somewhere for your hole, your spring to sit onto. You can't just bore it right down to the end and then put it in, because there's nothing solid for your screw to sit on. So you want the size hole of that size coming down to there, and then a very small hole further down to where you thread into with your 1/8 BSP fitting. But it's definitely a lot nicer to shoot with your pressure line coming into there than sitting out the front hanging onto one of these bloody things. So that's what I call it, my eliminator. I've also done a couple of them for friends where I've had the hose quick connect up here, and he's come back that way with it instead of hanging down, so it comes out the back of his gun. That works quite well too. But that's the way to do the eliminator. The last one I did, I used I can't remember what it's called. This is the aircraft aluminium. It's beautiful to work with, so I made it instead of that hard steel. I rebuilt it out of that stuff, and that's nice to lathe, nice to work with. Do the taps. The tap seals instantly, whereas the harder steel is a bit harder to seal. Sometimes you've got to put a bit of Loctite on. But the best thing to do is chuck about with these things. Also, if you wanted to, you could make that the full length of your barrel, hollow it out, and just use it as an HPA. So just use that as charge it up, and you might get 10 shots out of it. Be all concealed, be quite good. I hope that helps someone if they want to build something like that. It works very well. I came second at my club shoot last weekend, so might not just be the gun. It might be